for this series.
Yeah, you're seeing how standoff Hardpoint has been played already. It's more of a focus on that money hill from P3 as well as P4 that we'll see a lot of change because the open area of that hotel yard might trade off a little bit of points from these two teams. We'll have to find out how rotations will work at this point. But so far, for those of you watching the stream, hopefully you can like and share the stream because a lot more will be happening. A chance for ChangeWorld to be changed by LYNXTH in this game. It starts off with Hardpoint.
And here we go. First Hardpoint, middle of the map. Hardest Hardpoint to hold, but we start to kick things up with M4 using that God name to drop down two players for LYNXTH. And I really love the way ChangeWorld took some notes in that first game earlier from LYNXTH. This ChangeWorld's map picking standoff where LYNXTH struggled the most versus AMT. I feel like this is going to be very cheeky and very smart for them. In fact, they are looking so good so far in this first two initiations that they handled in this first Hardpoint. But now you're starting to see LYNXTH pick up the pace here.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you make a mistake, it's more of how you recover from that. And I think this is a recovery from the side of LYNXTH. They are making good hold in here. 20 seconds remaining, and the points are starting to pour in from their side. And no contention coming in from ChangeWorld right now. And even if there is, they will be taken down, especially as Set Tech will be in here waiting as the early rotation of the rest of the teams will be triggered by Lynx. But it's also an early in there coming from ChangeWorld. But it will not hold as the rest of Lynx will take them down and will take foot on this hill. And with 3 seconds to trigger, it might be another set of points from them.
M4 with that multiple kill would be very useful for them, but then again, it was LYNXTH there for that cleanup, and this time around, we did see LYNXTH able to create that trick, and now you're starting to see, once again, ChangeWorld trying to create some plays, making sure that they took control of that gas station, and now for Emo, gonna get taken down. Lynx now on the prowl. You have only one angle to take, and this is kind of a very rough start for them here in P2, and I love the aggressive take that we saw so far for ChangeWorld. Definitely not budging from the first engagement that LYNXTH won in that first Hardpoint.
Usually the pincer maneuver that will be happening because of the split spawns that happen from Lynx might be a takedown against a ChangeWorld, but that will not be happening at that point. They have even let go of that hill to go and rotate on to the next one. So I think they're confident on this push, and ChangeWorld right now might take this hill, and no one from Lynx might be able to do about that. I think I spoke too soon. Ambition in there with that Purifier early into this match, not letting go of any points anymore.
Now this is the perfect time for you to use your score tricks and specialists to just try to make sure you either break the point or you're going to separate yourself from your opponent. As you all may know, Hardpoint number 3 is going to be another set of a money hill, and this is where you can cash a lot of fat stacks in that time. And now you see M4 getting that early rotation. The Hardpoint set up so strong right now, and it's going to be them also winning and having more success on that kill feed. So a better bounce back in here for ChangeWorld, but you're starting to see LYNXTH struggle to try to create the play here. They're losing their gunfights once again, and now's the time for them to try to create some plays. And number 2 in blue is going to do exactly like that, but M4 is going to shut them down. One more contest right through the staircase, and M4 needs to win this in a close range engagement. He swings, but won't find a player now. Waiting for one more attempt, and that's it. Successful play there. Final 10 seconds. This should be theirs to begin with.
After taking a lot of frags, here comes the Pred right now being brought out, and I think M4 will not be taken down at that moment. And M4 has provided a lot of points already for ChangeWorld. It's a good start from them to turn this around into their favor, but M4 is just one side. The rest of the teams are doing a lot of effort as well onto the other side of this map, trying to make sure that he will not be disturbed as he stepped into the objective. But LYNXTH right now is doing the same thing. Profi system is in there, and that push with a 2-3 split and the recovery from the other side. And we are seeing this guy from number 5 going into Special Forces base, and we are seeing the Goliath right now. It might be a huge takedown if they do so, and there we have it.
Yeah, I mean, that X1 Goliath spawned too far away, and that is more than enough for LYNXTH to cover some ground and go in for that elimination. Huge priority in there to destroy the winning condition that ChangeWorld could have gotten. on this P4. So with that said and done, we can see the final contest being made by LYNXTH, and they could still get guaranteed the final points in the lead as we move into the next Hardpoint set. As we see Purcell drops down Arthur, that should be more than enough. They will maintain that lead moving into this reset. 95-93, kind of a very close game in here. And ChangeWorld doing a great job so far, T1. And it's Fu that will be handling out some kills in here at the boxes with Arthur now. Second line of defense towards this mid statue. And this could be a great elimination from them. So far, they've been accumulating all the time. And LYNXTH can't seem to fight back.
Yeah, they need to fight back real quick.
Lost the lead. Hostile hunter killer drone inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have taken the lead.
Taken down in this game, and we have to right now already taking the lead in this match, and Emo is one who will be taking on this early rotation. The rest of the teams are just lined up in there towards the other side of this hill from the special forces, but they need to bring it back to their side. The 1-3 split right now to make sure that they have all box covered, and there we have it. We have the ChangeWorld with a clear approach onto this hill.
Yeah, the spawn point is going to be very beneficial in here, but you see number 4 in blue doing the cleanup. But the good news here for ChangeWorld, they got the favorable spawns and they get to spawn right to the side, so that should cut them up some slack. As we do see LYNXTH, the split spawn is going to be initiated in here, so that could initiate the split spawn attack as well to just kind of create the play inside a point with Emo getting shot down. That should be Hardpoint now in favor for LYNXTH. Great fight back in there, but they gotta stand. No players very near here for LYNXTH. Only number 5 in Silvers will be inside, and now the contest will come through for ChangeWorld. The M4 right wrapping around the outside, getting that double kill. One more on the staircase. That's going to be more elimination. And there it is, M4. Best player right now for ChangeWorld getting that break.
I mean, there's no question that M4 is a guy you can take hold of at this hill, but Teddy will not be agreeing with us at that point. Lynx in there taking the few seconds remaining from that hill, but Arthur right now, I think it's just a time for M4 to be taken down because he have a better opportunity in taking this hill on to P4. Otherwise, like, it might be a different story later on if we've seen a different member of ChangeWorld who take that hill. But so far, good control from them. Despite of the scores 143, 140, it's catching up from ChangeWorld.
I mean, the good news is here, we're finally getting some slack off of the dominated ones that we got in the first 2 series. Now we're starting to see some very close one in here. Emo now, toasting and burning with that Purifier, gets those 4 kills, and I mean, the specialist is more than enough for ChangeWorld to create the difference in here as they spawn out LYNXTH deep into the point. So that's going to be more time done here by ChangeWorld, as you do see Emo being the difference maker, but for some odd reason they let go of the back alley, and now LYNXTH are able to route around the cemeteries, and now they are able to get the final bit of scrap time in here, while ChangeWorld, you know, this is one of the few key things here. Giving up that final 20 seconds could be very detrimental to the late game.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to give out the final 20 seconds, especially if the points is not too far in there. But ChangeWorld, I think they have a plan. In terms of frags, they have a lot more, and they can switch the spawns to their favor, but not so much that they can maintain a hold of a hill, and that letting go of the scrap points might be one that is the reason why they're not so much points being taken. So I'll have to find out. Emo right now is in here, one in charge of this victory, and the rest of the teams are already on the other side. Fool right now taking the statue and will be taken down in there by Seti from afar. Now the approach of Lynx might be good, but the cutoff that has been done by ChangeWorld is even better.
I mean, the early rotation, clearly ChangeWorld is clearly reaping all the efforts that's been handled off so far in this matchup, but now you're starting to see the operator skills being the game breaker in here for LYNXTH. Once again, getting this scrap time in here, keeping this game very close. And for ChangeWorld, they rack up 40 seconds before they get bullied outside of the point. So that's one major play that they currently have, as they still have that lead going into their favor. Moving into our third reset of this hill, and again, it's still pretty close here, 193 to 199, and this could be a very important hill as much as it's located at the middle of the map. Every Hardpoint that goes in this P1 is going to be important as you're going to be closer to that end goal. For this game forward, we are going to see LYNXTH trying to use their operated skills and their Predator missiles just to create the distance in here as they open things up at P1.
I mean, this might be one ball that ChangeWorld has let go and might be bouncing back against them. LYNXTH right now is taking advantage of those scrap points that have been let go of ChangeWorld, and this time turning it to their favor. They have the lead right here and will not have a ChangeWorld step into this hill. But M4 right now on that sleigh on a third already before being taken down, but not so much of a backup coming from the rest of team's grab. Vortex will be in here, used by Fu in the turnaround as well with only a few seconds. Another or early rotation coming from ChangeWorld as the points is still moving in towards LYNXTH. Now Fu right now is going in towards the backside of this warehouse as the rest of the team has taken already this hill.
Again, for ChangeWorld, they give up the scrap time just to make sure they set up here greatly at this P2. A Mon Hill guaranteed, and now LYNXTH on the prowl. They attack at the backside in this alleyway, and they're going to get taken down one by one. Fu able to take one down, one more up front, but gets shut down, and ChangeWorld so far, great hold.
A great hold indeed. We have a ChangeWorld right now who needs to make a hold at this point. We have Emo right now with that QQ9, and there goes the takedown as well from the other side. Only a few points for them to catch up and overtake LYNXTH in terms of the points. And here we have it. I think this might be the last of this hill that ChangeWorld needs to hold and will be holding. Otherwise, early rotation will not work towards the objective of that 250, and I don't think they will be moving. They will be staying in here, and they will be taking the remaining points to take the win. Though it's close, I think this is all well part of the plan.
That's the best hardpoint setup and hardpoint hold I've seen so far in this Garena regional qualifier. I mean, ChangeWorld gave up the final 20 seconds of that P1, and they were saying, I mean, why not try and get that hardpoint setup here, this P2? And I mean, they had two players standing in the point, two players guarding that gas station, and of course, Fu actually on the bakeries was having a snapping gameplay. I mean, he's able to take a power position right through the boxes and always get player off guard. And again, that's going to be that win for ChangeWorld. But for LYNXTH, now you're starting to see where they are struggling. Stand-up hardpoint could be that kryptonite for this team as they lose 2 in a row in hardpoint stand-up, one against AMD, and now here one against ChangeWorld.